Yeah, awesome, Rolly. Thank you so much for that introduction. And hey there, Darby. How's it going? One of our traders. He's always trading over in the trading room there over at Apex. And let's get right into it. We got disclaimers. I'm sure y'all seen about 45 of these today. Trading involves risk. Know what you're doing before you do it. At the end of the day, you make your own choices. Okay? Same thing. Not trading isn't for everybody, but I hope it's for you, and I look to help you out any way I can. Hey there, Steve. Okay, so I've already had an introduction on myself. I think you will cover that pretty well. I'm at apexinvesting.com. We have over 8,000 active traders. It's been really cool. It's just a traders helping traders community. All education is free. We have a lot of free tools as well that we give away, and we'll show you how to get some more free stuff today. I have a radio show that I do every day. I'm also on Tommy O'Brien's nationwide syndicated show, and we even broadcast that on the web as well inside of our website for you if you ever want to watch that. And just the education tab in the members area, I'll show you how to get access to that and the tools for free. And I've developed a lot of tools. I'm not a programmer. I can't program worth a lick, but I've been mentored by some really good traders. And over time, as more people wanted to learn what I had learned, I'm like, hey, let's figure out how to make it easier. And these tools are really a product of our trading community of so many traders giving ideas. We have, always things under development, and if you have ideas that you're wanting to program, let us know. We're always looking to just make things better and better. We don't have add-ons and everything else. It's just one simple thing. You've been watching webinars probably for quite a while, or you just joined us. I don't know, but should you watch this whole webinar, or should you go take a break? What should you do? And I want to do that one for you first because I know what it's like to be on these as well. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about 4 basic systems on one chart that you can use in any market condition. We're going to go and talk about how you can trade choppy markets, trend trading, reversal trading, scalp trading. I'm sure that pretty much covers just about everybody out there. We're also going to talk about a trading contest that is coming up, and on the network that I have that we're doing, and we're giving away $10,000 in cash that starts next week. I'm going to let you know exactly how that works and how to get access to that at the end. And we'll go into examples of a lot of the trades that I'm going into. Like I said, we're going to talk about choppy market swing trading. And very simple, clean charts here. And yeah, I was the guy that competed against Rob Hoffman. We're going to talk about trend trading and just how to capture the trends. Notice these are current charts. I don't know if you're looking at this or you can tell the dates, but this is not really old information here. We got NASDAQ right here. We're talking about reversal trades, how to capture this reversal right here that took place in the NASDAQ. We're talking about how to do scalping, how to go in and just grab scalps. So, not only is that a trend, but just simple, quick scalps. And then we're going to go into index binaries and spreads a little bit. We're going to talk about how to get access to education and tools if you don't know what they are. And I'm talking about, again, the trading contest that's coming up, totally free to join into the contest. And it's demo money, and but it's real cash. So it's always fun. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th contest I've done with them. So it's really a lot of fun. And we're giving away prizes every day. So I think 75 prizes and 45 people will win something. Again, is this worth my time? So the previous charts are just from the last, either today, yesterday, day before. They're current from this week. So it's not cherry picked and everything. It's stuff that we're trading every day. What you just saw was thousands of dollars on just a few instruments. And I'm going to show you how to have all 4 systems on one chart. And you only have an hour. I know, right? And I can go forever. And you can trade this on stocks, futures, forex, binaries, spreads. And I'll show you, not only will I show you examples, but I'm going to show you how you can go test it on any market. Again, I only have an hour, like Darby just said. So I can't go in. I'd love to just spend hours on here with you and pull up every market y'all want to pull up. But I'm going to show you how to get access to pull every market up you want for free, no credit card, 0 obligation, no fear of somebody charging you at the end, nothing, okay? And this offer is going to be completely free for brand new, never had an Apex account, new Apex members. We all hear those specials on TV, for new direct TV clients or whatever. This is for new Apex members. If you're not a new Apex member, if you are an Apex member already, we have the trials for, $7, but this is going to be completely free, no charge, okay? So looking at that, is it worth your time to see, is there something here that I'd be willing to give myself an hour for, okay? And then, I want to knock out some of the questions that come up, often. I think that'll help a little bit. What platforms can I chart indicators on? the indicators that I'm going to be showing you, we use NinjaTrader, okay? And we show you how to get access to NinjaTrader and futures and forex data, stuff like that for free, okay? Like free live data on futures and forex. And also, of course, you can plug in stock data as well at a small cost, but you can get futures and forex data for free. You can get the charting for free. You can place your trades on any platform you want. If you want to make it easy, I say, hey, place them on Ninja. But maybe you're used to Thinkorswim or TradeStation or MetaTrader. Who knows what you're used to using? Multi-charts, Sierra, Genesis. I mean, just add to the list. You can place your trades anywhere you want to. We want to make one simple, easy access platform because there's new traders, there's experienced traders, and we're trying to make it like as low a cost entry as possible. And Ninja allowed us to do that. Okay? And, how quick can I learn this? Honestly, if you'll hop in and do exactly what I tell you today, you can learn this and get started by Monday. Okay? It's not something you have to spend months and months and months learning. Is it automated? It is not automated. The reality of trading, and I teach you as you go through this, but you need systematic rules to define your entries, your stops, your take profits. But you also have to, have a reality check. I don't care what your system says. If the FOMC comes out in 5 minutes, you need to be around, okay? Not just let the robot run on its own. So I really am big about empowering you with a solid plan, but also in teaching you how to read the markets, how to read volume and expectations of movement and price action. I'm big on teaching those 3 pillars of trading: price action, volume, and expected moves. And those 3 things combined with a solid system, and what I have found has given me the edge. I am a net profitable trader, we have many net profitable traders as well. Do you have to provide a credit card? Yes, it is really free, and no, you don't have to provide a credit card. Okay, so it really is free, and no credit cards required. Will it work on any market? Yes. Now, will some markets be better than others? Of course. Okay, so if something's just going flat, you're not going to get a whole lot. There will be some trades, but you're going to get some massive trend if something only moves like 10 cents a day, right? And how do I sign up? I'm going to give you the link at the end. And of course, is this being recorded? Yes. All right, so now that I'm back to that basic stuff, there's questions and what's on here, let's go ahead and get into it. And I'll try to slow down a little bit for you. First thing I want to tell you is keep it, trading, got to keep it simple. Trading is not, unfortunately, trading is not as easy as we want it to be. That's why it's not all pure robots. We've all seen those systems and how they perform. But it's not as hard as most people think it is. So it's learning what to look at versus believing in simply a magical arrow. And it doesn't mean that the indicators can't be helpful, even though you'll see that really most of our stuff relies on price action and volume and things like that. But you need to have something behind it. You don't have to have 45 indicators on your screen. Okay? And so I want to hopefully help you make that successful, help you be successful or more successful if you already are. Professional traders, what separates them from really, if you want to get right down to it, the gamblers. It's like you're a professional, which means you actually make income. You're a gambler, which means you contribute to the professionals. They are very systematic. They have exact entries, exact stops, exact trailing stops. If you don't have a system, you can't be consistent because you're not doing the same thing day after day. Now, obviously, they have the ability to read the markets, and that is what gives a professional trader the ultimate edge, is they know not to use a system. But when they step in, they know exactly what they're going to do. And knowing what you're going to do gives you that opportunity to not have doubt. Because you can't have doubt, because then you don't take the trade that wins, and you're like, I should have taken it. And then you take the trade that loses, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have taken it. And then the psychological game just starts messing you up. And you need that confidence to actually hit the button. And ultimately, whatever system you choose has to be built upon how the market works. Okay? Has to be built on how the market works. The goal of any system should be to accomplish limiting losses and letting profits run. Just like the previous speaker was talking about, hey, you need to have really good risk management. It's about having good probability and good profitability. You need to limit your losses, let your profits run. You need price action. And I would add into that volume and expectations. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get to the charts. And these steps have to account for not only how the market moves, but how you move, right? Because your brain is your biggest enemy. It's the best system in the world. I've seen people just crash it. Just because they're like, well, I only took one. I'm like, well, there are 14 trades on the chart. Why'd you only take one? I'm sorry you took the one losing one, but there's 13 others that were profitable. Well, you know, the psychological part. So you have to implement it. So what are some of the things that I teach you to implement? The first thing I teach is, we're looking for, like, really this is for scalp trading, for trend trading, for reversal trading, is to really remove time from the equation. Because if you think about it, it's sort of odd, somebody hadn't brought it up to you, but time-based bars are illogical. Why do you have a new bar on your chart? Well, because the Earth rotated a few degrees. Not because the market moved, but because the Earth moved. Okay? That's the only reason that one bar stops at the open, high, low, close, and the next bar opens at the open, high, low, close. And so what I choose to do is have a price action driven bar. You may have used some of these before. There's similar ones. There's range bars, and there's Renko bars, and there's all sorts of special types of bars. And we've done a lot of research and spent a lot of time trading and using all different types of bars, and came up with a format of our own. It's very similar to what you may have seen on some modified Renko bars, but a lot more specific. We figured out a lot of the errors that they have, and a lot of the shortfalls that they have, and the good things that they have, along with other bars, and we put them all into one bar. And so this is a very, very clean chart. This is 2 days of data. Some of these bars are literally last a second. Some of these bars last 2 hours. But it won't make a new bar until it's moved 14 ticks from the open to the close of the bar. Okay? And you can just see how clean the chart can get. And you think about your indicators, and when you get that chop and everything, how all of a sudden your indicators start going sideways and you can't figure out up, down, left, right, anything. By removing that choppiness, by having 2 hours of nothingness combined into one bar instead of, let's say you're looking at 5-minute bars, and now you have 24 bars on the chart. Imagine putting all that into one bar. And now your indicator's calculating off of just that one bar, not 24 bars, and so it's not getting choppy everywhere, making things complex. So we talk about that. We got that. The next thing is deviation level. So that's price action right here. Okay, we'll talk about how to read it, but this is price action. Deviation levels is a massive, massive thing. That's how far is the market expected to move. Should I take more entries? Should I enter at a high or a low? We've all been in there where the trends moved and we're a little late. We hop in. Like, how far is too far? Am I too late to get in? Should I add on more? Should I be tightening my stops? And a lot of people, this is probably, I'd say, probably one of the biggest missing pieces of most traders' arsenal is they don't have proper expectations. Now, I'm not talking about, you may have heard about the word standard deviation before, or the bell curve, being inside the average. The problem with that is that's all based on historical information, okay? We post these, what's called deviation levels. We also auto chart them for you on basically everything. I haven't found an instrument yet where we don't chart them. And we go in and we pull implied volatility out of options. And we have two formulas, one that uses implied volatility and one that doesn't for like certain stocks that don't have options on them. But what it automatically does is it goes, what's the implied volatility? That's a big word, but it means expected move. What's the implied volatility? What's the expected movement priced into an option, like on the Russell? And that expected move is a vote where every trader is putting their money where their mouth is and what they're willing to pay on how far they think the market's going to move. And so if you extract that number out, you can get a very accurate representation of how far a market will move in any given day. It doesn't tell you direction, okay? You need price action for that. But it does tell you when the move is done. So if you know that basically about 70% of the time the market will not move further than a deviation, that means you only have about a 30% probability the market will keep going. Would it be wise, so just an open question here, would it be wise to add on to a short position? I mean, it's sort of bad because you're seeing, would it be wise to add on to another short position down here on the chart, knowing that the market has a very low probability of continuing further down? So, yeah, I mean, obviously. But, it's how do you know that? How do you know it's moved that far? And I learned this technique from a floor trader that mentored me, and he used it for a whole different type of option scalping strategy that he did on the floor. And, I mean, years later, I'm like, well, I wonder what would happen if I used that to help me know how far our market was going to move just for day trading. And Well, behold, boom, you know, and it worked. And then I used to calculate them. I put them in Excel, and I had to do all the math. I spent hours doing it every day. Finally, I got somebody to automate it, and that's where the page came up that updates on our website for free on a lot of markets. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to have to plot these things on the charts because that's a pain every single day. So I got somebody to feed it, and then I was like, well, now that it's feeding into the charts, we don't have to worry about the web page having 1,000 things on it. We can just go in and, you know, do it on everything that's inside, you know, every data feed you got. So it makes it really easy to have a proper expectation, and we plot it from settlement. So what's the expected move? You know, like in the Russell's case, you know, 4:15 the previous day or whatever time it is. I think it's like 5, but it's a little bit different. It was where the market settled to a 1 deviation move, so I can know, hey, stop adding on to shorts and expect the market to either go choppy or reverse at that point. This gives me a lot of possibilities for trades that I can do, but the biggest advantage for me personally is, you know, the best way to limit your losses is to not take bad trades. Flat out, right? It's not about tightening stops. I mean, that's a good way, but the best way is just to not get in the bad trade to begin with. So this help, that's just a massive thing of, hey, you can keep adding on. You can keep adding on. Hey, you better stop adding on. And there's like maybe the system gives you another entry here. Maybe it would win. Maybe it would be profitable. I don't care. It's a low probability trade. It's probably not going to make that much, especially once I trail and everything else. It's probably not much to it. And I personally, now some people will keep trading and they like to try to tough it through and wade through the rough waters of the rapids. I like the smooth stream. I want to get in there. I want to enjoy the trend. I want to make my money, and I want to have a life. And, you know, we have some traders, I mean, they'll trade 8 hours, okay? Personally, I maybe spend an hour or two a day trading, okay? Sometimes I do it at night. Sometimes I do it in the morning. Sometimes I do it in the afternoon. And I may have to look through several charts to find some good setups, right? Because, you know, depending upon what time of day or night it is. But the best time, you know, obviously I think is the morning because you have the most volume. But just understand those expected moves. Now, there's another piece of those expected moves. It's not just the level itself. It's also a high to low. So let's say the expected move on this, if I did the math in my head real quick, is about 15 points, a little less than 15 points on the Russell. And what if it moved down a little bit below settlement first, like the market closed, gap down a little bit, moved down a little bit below. From low to high, okay, it's retraced from the low a deviation, about 14, 15 points right there, okay? Well, that's what this indicator down here is doing. This is where you're seeing the retracement from the low. So that way I know, you know, I haven't hit that 1 deviation level, that perfect little line on the chart, right? But I have hit a 1 deviation move from the low to the high. Probably should expect it to flatten out on me at this point. Maybe go the other way, but definitely not looking to add on to more longs right now on this trade, for this trading session. So just, it's very simple. And I'm trying to show you piece by piece so it's not overwhelming. You know, first we started with the bars for price action. Then we talked about expectations, the levels, and now it's just low to high. So this is how, red is how far it retraced from the low, which means we probably expect it to pull back and go down or choppy. Green, of course, is how far it's come back from the high, so we expect it to go choppy or pull up, okay? And often you will see bounces off of 0.5, like this one bounced off negative 0.5 and went to positive 0.5 deviations. So right there, and right as it hit that, you can see this 1 deviation mark. That's what that 1 means, that red line, that black line across there. That's that 1 deviation move. The blue is the highest it got, like for the entire day. Okay? And these, you won't believe it until you see it, but it is amazing. Day after day after day, how they nail it. For telling you how far. Now we're talking about price action. So let's go back to that for a second. If you're like me, you read every book you could get your hands on. You went to a whole lot of seminars, you know, paid for a lot that you probably shouldn't have. Myself, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about how much money I've spent on a bunch of those things. I've literally put up, like, on my wall, I remember having the charts of all the different bar patterns and all the different chart patterns and, you know, all that when I was, you know, first started trading, even a few years into it. And I got some really good mentoring. I was very fortunate. And from some market movers, not makers, but movers, the guys who can go in and actually push the thing around. And they showed me basically what they do and how it works. And I talk about this on other webinars. We're not going to go into like just a ton of detail, but it's all on our site. And essentially, they showed me the market moves to fill orders. It doesn't move to fulfill your indicator. It doesn't move because you have this much, you want to make this much money. It doesn't move because you can only risk this much because your account's this size. It moves to fill orders. And the sooner you acknowledge that as like the guiding principle of the market, the sooner you learn to think one step ahead of the market. Where are the orders located? Like at a deviation level. There'll be a lot of orders there. They know that's a psychological stress point. That's also where algorithms are going to have buyback orders. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff like that. The market moves to fill orders. And as I learned this and as I was being taught, how this works, I recognized one pattern. And I noticed that in pretty much every chart pattern I saw out there, this same pattern was right inside of it. I'd pick up books at Barnes & Noble, and they'd have all their indicators on their charts, and I'd look, and I'd just see this pattern going all the way up. I'm like, man, I could have just thrown everything on they got the chart and just traded the bars. And this is the pattern. And that's where the term apex came from. Means alert, pivot, entry, and then X is confirmation. So sorry, X marks the spot. So looking at the apex pattern, so A for apex. Apex is the top of a pyramid. It's the pinnacle point, okay? So if we're looking at a short apex, it'd be the lowest low sensor, basically the lowest low, period. Okay, so there's a low, and then if there's a, okay? And then a P is pivot. So you get the pivot, that's your pivot point. That's the highest high sensor, including the A bar, where a bar breaks the low of the P, okay? And then our E bar is either our entry bar on what we call a swing or choppy market scalp trade, or it's our entry breakout bar for what we use for our trend trading. Okay, and so we get in either on the E bar, we get in a few ticks below the E bar. I'll show you a little more detail as we get into the trend trading. But we got alert, pivot, entry, and then confirmation. That's where the pattern, where the price action breaks the low of the A. So once that bar completes, boom, there's an apex. So we got an A. And then it's trying to form one, but it didn't form one here, so it gave you an orange G. Goes up, pivot, broke the low, okay? That low was broken, came back down, broke the low of the A, we got an X. Made new low with a higher bar, okay, since the last X had happened. Pivot, highest point where a bar broke the low, so E, breaks the low of the A, and we got an X. All right, A, we got, okay, trying to make an E, doesn't break the low, trying to make an E, doesn't break the low. We've got P, E, breaks the low, got an X. Very simple pattern. Takes a lot to keep up with it. I charted this for a couple years manually on Thinkorswim. I literally would go back 20 days, and every time I changed my charts, it was a lot of fun when I was charting this. And one day I was like, man, I'm just sick of this. And I was making enough money. I'm like, I'm just going to pay somebody to automate this for me. Like, I didn't do it for a company. It's like just for myself. And I spent like a year working with this program, trying to figure out all the logic in my head. And we got it right. We got it up. And as I was teaching some of the traders, they're like, hey, can you help me? Can you share that with me? And that's sort of where Apex started growing. And slowly but surely, then it just took off. And now we grow really fast, and it's really cool. There's a lot of traders helping out. So you get this pattern, but there can be some chop. So I had this volatile trend line I used to use to help me determine chop. And after I got to the diagnostic bars and the apex pattern and the thing just improved, I was looking for, like, I had one missing piece. Sometimes it can take an apex pattern a little while to flip. And that would get me. And so I went and I was like, well, I wonder if I can thing with a volatile moving average. Nothing super magical about it, okay? Just something to define the price action of the trend. Not to tell me what to do, but just something to help me filter out some chop. So that way if the pattern hadn't flipped yet, it's like, hey, chill out and wait. And here's the result, okay? It's this dashed line you see, okay? Just a dashed line on there. And what it tells me is basically don't buy if you get an E and the line's red. Okay? That's it. If you get an E, a red line, don't buy. So obviously, if you put the pieces together, the logic, if you got a green trend line and a greenie, that's a confirmation for the trend. And so, yeah, you're going to miss out on some of it, okay? And yeah, you'll miss out on, bottom part, maybe miss out on the top part. But the best traders in the world are really going for the middle third, maybe the middle half at best, okay, of a big trend. And, sometimes I'll just get it like right at the bottom, get out the top. That's awesome when that happens. I don't care if I get that every time. I just want to have nice, consistent trades. And you can see how this thing just took off and actually busted up to the 1.5 and then sort of started pulling back. But we got in down here, so E got in 3 ticks above the high, green line. Could add on to the position again. Could add on again, another E, green line. Literally, you could be in 3 times on it. Now we're up here, and we get another E with a green line. So here's a question for you. For what I've taught you so far, we're past 1 deviation. Yes, the system gave you a green E. Yes, the system gave you a green line, which is a buy signal on the system. But now that you know how to read the market, you know the market has moved the expectation. Would you want to add in on this right here? Would you want to buy another contract? Like, would that be a wise move to add in when it's already moved past the expectation? There's only a 30% probability that things are really going to keep going. No, you would not want to go in. There you go. You would not want to add in. And, I mean, the trade wouldn't have been just wretched. I mean, you would have lost a few ticks on it. And what we do is not only do we have our entry there, and we put our stop loss 5 ticks below the P, by the way, and we just trail it with the green line. When we get to this deviation level, I tighten my stop up to the green arrows. Okay? So just get a little bit tighter, hadn't hit it, goes up, goes up, goes up, we're out right there. So not too shabby. I mean, if we went in and looked at it, this is oil. That's up around 94.88. We got in on the first one around 93. We'll just call it 93.60. I mean, that's, what is that, 93.60 and 94.60.88. That's, it's $1,100 on a trade. Okay, that's one trade. And again, that's from this week. Okay, so it's not a rare thing. Where's it show the 30% probability? When you pass the +1 or the -1 deviation, that's where you're at that probability level. Okay? So it's just knowing that that's what the 1 deviation mark is. And actually I have a page that explains all the probabilities on each level. There's a deviation tab, and I go into more information on the deviation. Okay, so here's another trend trade. So it's going around. It would have told us to go long. We're not going to go long because we're waiting. Yeah, we missed out on some. Finally, it all lines up. We can add into the position, and we can go short. Okay? So it basically just makes it really, really simple to do the trend trades. Am I coming through pretty well? Okay, good. So we'll make sure. All right. Here's gold. Got a nice trend trade over here. Got the apex to go long. Pulls back a little bit. Takes off. Beautiful trend trade. We don't take this trade. Look at that. It got real choppy after that. So that would have been an E. Let's say we have a red line. We don't take it. Okay? Just simple price action. So would it have worked? This trade, in this case, if you wanted to stay up from 4 o'clock until choppy, are we surprised? No. We win a deviation move already on the day. The gold's actually closed down at this point in the pit. Okay? So the fact that it pulled back and went choppy until the market opens the next day, not a big surprise. But if you want to trade overnight, it was there if you have the stamina to trade from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. Or you could have just went in and caught a nice trade in about an hour over here. Not even an hour with that. We got in on this E. I mean, that's right around, just right after the close there, 1:30. And we would have got out at about 3. It's about an hour and a half. And that didn't include adding on to additional positions. So the trend trade rules: green apex, green MVP line; red apex, red MVP line. Okay, what do you do if it's green apex and green MVP line? What would you do? I use it all the time. Yes, I do. You'll see it on every chart we have. So green apex, green MVP line, you buy. Red apex, red MVP line, you what? Pretty simple. You sell. There we go. So, I mean, that's really it. I mean, so how long did it take you to learn to do that system? I'm going to buy 3 ticks above the E, set my stop 5 ticks below the P. I'm going to trail with the green line, as long as both of them line up. So settlement price is based on when the market settles. So, for example, gold settles at 130 on the CME. Oil settles at 230. We update that. Now we wait to get an IB for the next day, so we update the price. They're good for 24 hours, okay? We update them to 8:15 every night, but we use the settlement price of that day. So 4:15. Settlement is absolutely critical. Settlement is the level where every trader came into agreement as of the close. It's where mark-to-market accounting is done. It's where option exercise in the money, out of the money is determined. It's a massive level. It's very important. And the market will go back to settlement often. It'll come down and come right back to it and bounce off of it. Okay. No, I don't worry about Globex because I'm trading on Globex. I just use the settlement time, the one settlement time that even Globex is using is, you're maybe trading on Globex, but you're trading the S&P E-minis on Globex, but the settlement time they're determined for the S&P is 4:15. So it will define the day for the next day. That's right. So we use it from, what we use from 8:15 to 8:15. So that way we can let basically a new day start, everything, every market shut down, every market reopen, new implied volatility come into the options market, and then we tell you, okay, going forward over the next 24 hours, based on implied volatility from the settlement price, how far will the market move? Let's see here. Night and day. So we teach you systems to trade in any market condition, night or day, and you actually learn other systems on top of this. I'm just teaching you 4 of them that are included. Reversal trades. Okay, so you got the apex down. Okay? Yep, we have a trade room. We do them all the time. Right? Green apexes, you got that. Red lines, green lines, you got that. Okay? And you'll get access to the trading room for free. If you get 2 red apexes in a row, okay? 2 red apexes in a row where there's a trend, okay? So meaning like the P is making a lower high and where the MVP line is lining up, okay? So a clear down trend. 2 apexes in a row, P is making a lower high, and you got a clear down trend on the MVP line. When that happens and the MVP flips, that's a reversal trade. When that comes up, it breaks the bar's high. So you'll notice there's like an aqua arrow right there. It actually will announce this. Okay, it'll say MVP alert, MVP breakout. It'll announce it to you. So you hear it, you want to go check it and look at, did I have 2 apexes in a row? MVP alert, boom, okay. Set my entry 3 ticks above the high. MVP breakout, boom, I'm filled. And then trail my stop with the MVP line. And then if I move a deviation, we're out over here, going to tighten that stop on up, and we're out of the trade. So we got it down here, we got out up here. That's about 10 points. Right there, a couple $100. Not massive, but decent trade. I mean, NASDAQ only takes at $5 a tick. So, but that's an example. Like right here, we didn't really have a reversal trade because we had 2 apexes in a row. But see how this P was higher than that P. So we didn't get it there. What about here? Well, we had 2 apexes in a row. This P had a higher low, so it's a long apex. But we got the MVP alert, but we didn't get the breakout, meaning the price action didn't break the low of that bar. So yeah, the dashed line is the MVP. Yep. This means momentum volatility predictor. So basically it's trying to look at the volatility of the market. It's a very wavy line. Okay, it goes up and down, which helps us a lot in stops, by the way, and for trailing stops, not getting stopped out too soon. And it just does an awesome job helping us filter, choppy markets from trend markets, and also helping us call reversals faster versus waiting on the apexes to flip. And that's how we catch those reversals faster. So here's another reversal trade. So we got an apex, right? We got another short apex. The P made a lower P. We got a red MVP line staying red the entire time. we get a MVP alert, and we get a MVP breakout, and then we are able to go long, trail our stop, we hit a deviation move from the low, we're going to tighten it up, these predictor arrows, but whatever, doesn't really matter what you call them. Green arrows, and we're out. So we're in the trade at around 12.50, and we're out of the trade at around 12, maybe 56, maybe a little higher. So 6 points on gold, that's a $600 trade, one trade. That doesn't include the short apexes and everything else. This is just a reversal trade. And this is a nighttime trade. This is an after gold close trade. I may have already shown today's oil. I'm not sure. Right now, if I want to get through it, and if we have time at the end, I'll pull up charts for you, but I'll also show you how to access any chart you want, okay, at no cost. Reversal trade rules. So because we trade oil in the room every day, so look, like we knock it out. Reversal trade rules. So here they are. After two completed apexes of the same color, trending. Okay, so just add it. P got to make a lower high if you're going short. P got to make a higher high if you're going long. And you get that MVP line, same color. So everything's the same color. And then you get the reversal MVP line, and it says breakout. It goes from like aqua to red or aqua to green. Take the trade. That's it. How long did it take to learn how to do that trade? If you look at this chart, identify two red apexes, lower P, red line, aqua, green, buy. And then trail your stop. Add a deviation, tighten it up a little bit more. That's the trade. Yes, you can trade stocks as well. Stocks, CFDs, forwards, futures, yeah. Nadex spreads, Nadex binaries, whatever. It's how the market works with the price action and the expectations of movement. Now, expected range and expected volume. So the daily expectation is great, but it's also good to have an hour-by-hour expectation. Some of y'all may, I don't know if you do, trade, shorter-term option contracts, depending upon where you're at in the world. There's all different varieties out there, right? Here in the U.S., we have regulated binaries on the North American Derivative Exchange. We have spreads. They have intraday contracts, daily contracts, weekly contracts. Internationally, there's CFDs. There's some options on FX, like at Saxo Bank. There's a lot of different things out there. And so it really helps to know not only how far you expect the market to move, but how long it should take to get there, how long will it move in the next hour, the next 6 hours, the next day, the next week, whatever, and have that automatically calculated for you on the chart. So we actually do that on any time frame, any hour, any length of time. It'll automatically calculate it for you. And it draws the channels for you. And it'll even tell you the high to low on that, just like it does in the deviations. All right? Now, on volume, you can go in, and volume is good, but what is high volume? Okay, what is high volume? Well, I think it's this or I think it's that, but what is it for right now? Is this a high volume bar for this time of the day, this specific 4-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute period? How would you know? And so we went in and we started working on this because you can tell, by the way, I don't have a math degree or anything like that, but just I got some good people around me and we come up with great ideas together. We're like, let's figure out what the expected time frame is on every day of the week, any amount of time, any bar, any whatever, and look at what is the expected volume. And then we can know if the volume happening at this moment is higher than average, higher than normal, because the market's driven by orders. If there's more volume than normal, the market should continue for a little bit. And that would help you have confidence to stay in a trade. Okay? It's definitely available for futures, for forwards, stocks, options. Now, as far as if you're on TradeStation, Stalker Chick, you can plot it on Ninja for free. We're going to show you how to do that with free live futures and forwards data in Ninja, and you can place your trades on TradeStation. Okay? So it doesn't matter what platform you use. You could use this to chart. You could use the other thing to submit your trade. Okay? We will be working eventually on getting it out to other platforms, but it takes a lot. It's some pretty massive coding to make all this fast and simple. But you don't have to wait on it because, you can place your trades wherever you want to. You just can use this to chart without cost for the platform, the data. Expected range and expected volume scale. First, just looking at this is expected ranges. That's green and red boxes. So sort of think of them like deviation levels, but these are by the hour. Now, why are some wider than the others? Because we're using the diagnostic bars. Remember I said somehow, like, basically if you only see one bar right here, that means that entire bar lasted an hour. Okay? This one had like 12 bars within the hour. We have a timer that you can even add on. It'll show you how much time every bar lasts and all that. But this is the expected movement in an hour. And look at how, that's how far it moved. And that was the expectation right there. That's how far it moved. This one, it broke out. Okay? But most hours, it stays right within the expectations. Okay? Yeah, that's a great question comes up for Forex. So we got the expectations on movement. First, y'all got that down. Because if you're going to scalp, if you're a scalper, you better know how, okay? So that's really a big benefit. Like, you could have kept going in on these trades, but I'd probably be backing off when it breaks out, because very rarely does it keep going after it breaks out. If you're a scalp trader, you want that high probability, quick entry, quick exit. Some of you don't like scalping at all. You don't have to do it. I'm just showing you all this is on the same chart, okay? And then what we do is we got diagnostic bars, so we have either a green bar or a red bar, an up close or a down close. I think everybody has that down. We have how far it could potentially move. And then we have volume right here. Blue is actual volume. Okay, we're constantly looking at the rolling last 4 minutes of volume. It's the recent volume in that bar, okay? The yellow line down here, that's the expectation. Okay? The expectation of volume. When I have an up-close bar and volume exceeds expectations, which will announce it out loud to you when it does, I buy 3 ticks above the high of that bar. These are 14-tick bars, so I buy 3 ticks above. If they're 14-tick bars, I take profit at the size of the bar, so 11 ticks higher. I set my stopwatch down here at the bottom, and then basically, so I got in on this bar and I got out on this bar. Seems really small, but that's $100. Okay, it's $110. You know, less fees, $106, whatever. So right there to profit, and each one is another $110. Going, 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 going. That one did not break the high by 3 ticks, so no entry. Okay, this one broke it. I'm going to say, let's just say that one broke the low there on the reversal there, and so we'll say that was a loss. All right, then it turns back around, closes up. So I mean, you got dozens of wins right here, just in this one move. Okay, just keep going. Expectation on the hour. I'd be chilling out here, right? Why? Because I don't expect it to keep going, and we're past the deviation move here, the one deviation move, and things do chop off. So do you see, hopefully you see how easy this is. Green up bar, volume exceeds expectations, buy 3 ticks above the high, put your stop at the bottom, sell at 11 ticks higher, rinse and repeat. Okay? So volume exceeds expectations. The next bar break, okay? You're basically going for either a 1 or a 2 bar scalp. We talk about 2 bar scalps if you're using like 6-tick bars. It's a 1 bar, it's 2 bars if you count the bar you got in on and you get out on the next bar. So you got in on this bar, you're out basically on the close of that next bar. And you're just continuing going. I've even tried to trail these and I make more money just scalping on them. And then you're in, you're out. How long does it work to take to go green bar, buy 3 ticks, when the blue thing exceeds the yellow thing and announces it to me? Like, that's it. You've just learned it. So when I'm saying like you can learn this and start on Monday, you can learn this and start on Monday. So we can put all 4 of these trades on one chart. We don't have to have 25 charts open. And why is this important? Why do you think it's important to go in and be able to do trend trading, reversal trading, scalp trading, and choppy market swing trading? Why do you think it'd be important to have all 4 of those plays in your pocket on the same chart? How would that benefit you? Is every day the same? Is every day a trending day? You tell me. I mean, is every single day you've traded in the last 2 weeks, has every day been trending? Yeah. So no, you got different market conditions, right? You have days that are going to be choppy. You got days that are going to take off. You got massive reversals that come in sometimes, right? So there's different market conditions, and one of the most difficult things, the reason people have to change their systems up a lot, is because they haven't built systems that have multiple systems built in for multiple market conditions. And that's why we want to do this, where it's not just do this one thing. We use one pattern, right? But we have 4 systems on that one pattern. We actually have some other stuff we can teach you too. This is just covered during this webinar. So when you go in, you got one chart. It starts to look a little messy, but remember I told you that's why we started really basic and brought you forward, okay? Red apex, ready, trending line, take the trend. I mean, that's 2 days worth of trends right there, okay? Exceeding expectations. Oh, there we go. We got some momentum scalps. Not every hour, not every minute, right? But we got some nice momentum scalps we're able to take. But so we got a trend trade right there. We got trend trades here. We got a couple apexes in a row. Red line, green, boom, reversal trade. Let's see, it was going up over here. We had a reversal went down. Plus we had our trend trades going down. We have, and this is nighttime, by the way. The time thing got cut off. This is nighttime trading on the Aussie dollar. Okay. And by the way, just to let you know something, a lot of forex traders, biggest mistake I see, then the first response will say is, well, you can't get true volume on forex. You know why? Because they've been trading on MetaTrader 4 their entire life. And on MetaTrader 4, you only get volume that's tick volume. It's not real market volume. Okay? Where do we get our volume from? We pull it from futures market. So for Aussie dollar, we pull it from 6A. From euro dollar, we pull it from 6E, right? For Aussie yen, we pull it from 6A and 6J. So we pull the futures exchange-based, regulated, real contract, real size volume to chart our volume for our forex markets. And it does it all for you. You don't have to do anything. It's just automatic, okay? We go in here. Here's more trend trades. I'm just trying to show you a variety of them. That was Russell, Aussie, oil. Let's see. We go pound, yen, oil. We can just keep going. These are thousands of dollars. I mean, that's $1,000 trade. These aren't like all like ancient and archaic. These are as we take screenshots, they just leave them in here. Just as we do more webinars, we just add more and more. Like we had one from this week at the beginning of S&P. Here's gold again. I like gold a lot. Oil. There's NASDAQ. For you NASDAQ traders out there. One trader went in and he executed, put all this together over a 6-month period. And you want to go, what would the stats be if I just did this without any real experience? I just took MVP entries, add-ons, and reversals. So like every time I got an apex, I got in, and then the MVP reversal. And he found that his total profit and loss over 6 months on a single contract on Russell, he made $18,560. Mine was $5 grand. Okay, that's on a single contract. His largest daily loss, that's maybe multiple trades, but it's on one contract at a time. His largest daily loss was $2,000. His largest individual profit was $2,300. His largest individual loss was $560. Okay, so just to give you an idea on stats. But that's just that's just another trader that's in our rooms, on our forums a lot, and trades this every day, loves it. So we got the reversal trades. We said, remember one thing, we got apex. So there's the first P, there's the second P, the P's were lower, the red line, green arrow, buy, done. So first P, second P, red line arrow, short. And we're put at the top of the deviation, okay? So really simple. Here's one, this is Steven. He does the Russell all the time in our room. And there's first P, second P. By the way, he's making short trades, going down making profits. And I know this is really zoomed out. So sorry about that. But that's $300. That's $53. He takes a right here, no trades happening. Like for that entire day, there wasn't any trades because it filtered out shop on just the trend trades. Now there's other trades, but not any trend trades, which is good because that saves you money. Volume scalps. Here's the S&P, just taking volume scalps. This is from a couple weeks. Here's oil doing volume scalps. Here's Aussie dollar doing volume scalps. Again, that's just, green bar, blue line, or blue volume exceeding expectations, buy 3 ticks above, sell. There's oil doing more volume scalps. Another oil, another S&P chart, another Russell chart. Very, very simple. And you can't use FX brokerage volume. If you even pull up volume on MetaTrader, you're getting tick volume, which is how many times the price changed in that minute, not how many contracts were actually traded. They don't know. It's over the counter if it's spot FX. So you actually have to use futures to get the Forex volume. Swing trading. Going in, market's going up, market's going down, right? So you go in, and that's the Apex Profit Popper. We didn't even talk about that one. That's another one we're going to teach you. And that's where you go in and just grab like short scalps. It's like you got APEX scalp, APEX scalp. So there's a whole lot of these like everywhere. You don't even have to wait on the MVP line because you're just going to get in basically on the E, you're going to get out at the X. So as long as there's enough room. If there's no room, you're not going to take the trade. But like right here, we wouldn't have taken this, right? We got a green E. But you'll notice how these apexes complete over and over again. So what would we do? We'd enter on the E bar, like when it breaks a tick above the high of the P, or 2 ticks above the high of the P. So it breaks 2 ticks above. On that third tick, when it broke 2 ticks, we enter, or you can say 3 ticks above the P, however you want to say it. Got our stop loss. I put it 1 tick below the P. This is a lot tighter one. And then I get out like 1 tick below the A. So just scalp trade. There has to be enough room there. Like this one, there's no room. So as long as there's room, nice, easy, choppy market, swing, choppy market trade. Tons of little apexes over here. You grab 50, 100 bucks at a time, it adds up. So, as a summary, you can go in and you can remove time from the equation. And you can use one. You can set stop losses. Okay, you need to do all that. Filter your entries, set your stop losses, trail your stops to let your profits run. Learn to use expected volume, expected ranges. And again, you can use this on any market. And again, the ranges are diagnostic bars. And we actually tell you tick sizes, and we even show you how to determine what tick size you should use on a bar. Okay? And you want to have really good risk management. If you have a small account, this is really important. Some of y'all out there, you got $100,000 accounts. Some of you out there, you're lucky to have 1,000. Okay? And if you have a small account, use a smaller instrument. I don't care if you can fund an account with 500 bucks and you can trade with $400 margin. Doesn't mean you should. Okay? Just use the right size of account. When we have a 5% rule, 5% divided by 6 to risk on a trade as the ideal goal. Obviously, I know smaller traders may not be able to hit that unless they're doing like micro FXs or something. But we show you how to use smaller risk to use proper risk management. So that way you can be there in 12 months. Under psychology inside of our website, I talk about the psychological, there's 4 profiles of traders and figuring out where you are, the top mistakes that traders make. And one of those is where do they want to be in 12 days versus where do they want to be in 12 months. And I'm not saying that it's going to take you 12 months to get this down. I mean, I think you just found out you got it down in minutes. I'm talking about if you start with $1,000, you don't want to be going out and trading a contract that's worth, $100 a point move. So you have to scale that down. You'll make a little less, but if you can make money consistently every day, your only problem is making more. And it doesn't mean more trades. It doesn't mean bigger size. It means as your account grows, you just incrementally increase it. You can get it down to 10 cents a tick if you want to. You can get down to $1 a tick. And we'll show you how to do that. Okay? If you need to get your risk down to that level. I mean, you can have only $1,000 and you can day trade. You can make it 10 cents a tick, $1 a tick, $10 a tick, $100 a tick, whatever is appropriate for you. And then you also want to build your account up over time, like I said. So you can trade size. By the way, you don't make more money taking more trades. You make more money trading more size. Okay? That's the best. That's the best way to trade. Who wants to sit there for 8 hours? All right? That's fun for a while, but eventually you're going to want to take a little bit of a break and breathe. And it's really cool to stop and just go take your kid to the zoo. Take your dog on a walk. Go fishing, whatever. Get to that certain profit goal. We talk about that in the money management section over on the site. We have a section called Steward. So you want to learn how far the market's going to move. One of our big mottos is become the guru, don't follow the guru. That's a big thing at Apex. We want to teach you how to fish, not give you fish. Our trade room has traders in it. It is driven by traders just like you. They were on some webinar at some point. They were referred to us. They came on. They learned how to do it. They got involved. They're like, hey, I love Apex. Thank you so much. How can I help? I'm like, hey, you know what? We have traders always trying to learn. Can you post trades in the room? It's not a sit there, listen to some guy talk to you for 8 hours all day. Okay? It's traders just like you, struggling, fight with the markets to make it happen, and they're willing to put the charts up and show you what they're really doing. Okay? And so you're not having to listen to somebody. I don't care if you watch Netflix in between trades, whatever. It alerts it. It's just traders posting their charts and posting their trades to help you out. And I'm in there. I'll help out. And but we got multiple traders in there, and it's real traders doing it. They're making nothing by being in there helping you, and they're doing it day after day after day. Professionals spend years learning how to do something, right? If you're a doctor, you spend, a long time to become a doctor. Why? So you don't kill people whenever you go to operate on them. You would not want a doctor who's like, I don't want to learn. Just give me a scalpel. Let's figure this out. Okay? Yet a lot of people treat their account that way. You don't want to get in a plane where pilots are like, I don't know, I read the manual, or maybe I didn't even read the manual. I can figure this out. Let me just start pushing the buttons, okay? And you sit in the back seat and remain calm. Don't do that with your account. They have to spend years, hundreds of hours. We're talking about 4 or 5 hours. If you're not willing to spend 4 or 5 hours to learn a skill set that could last you a lifetime, then just close your trading account and go do something else. If you want to spend 4 or 5 hours when people spend years, 3 years in law school, I don't know, what is it, 8 years plus, I don't know, that's like 10 years or something, become a doctor. 4 or 5 hours, okay? If you're willing to invest time, we have a special offer for you. And you can be trading the system by Monday. We're going to give you access to the Apex Elite membership. It can include our Elite Toolkit, the stuff we went over today, and a whole lot more. But I want you to first just focus on what I taught you today, okay? And I'm going to show you how to get access to it. You get access to the trade room. You'll also get access to our live binary and spread scanner for the Nadex exchange. Now, that's currently only open to the United States. They are opening up to Canada now, and they're going to be opening up to Mexico and the U.S. territories, and they're continuing to expand. Okay? If you don't know what that is, we'll teach you about it, and eventually it will be global, but right now that's where it's at. But we're about futures, forex, stocks, options, binaries, and spreads. Okay? The Elite membership is $200 a month, $2,400 a year. On the promotion that we're doing right now, we're going to give you 2 weeks, 14 days, with complete free and total access. No credit card is required at all. You're not going to get billed. You're going to get invoiced. You don't have to tell us you don't want to continue. Free. This is for, again, new Apex members only. Brand new Apex members only. If you're a previous member, if you're already an Apex member, we have our trial, $7 for 14 days. By the way, if you take advantage of this offer and you decide after the 2 weeks you want to continue, we'll still let you have the $7 for 2-week trial on top of that. After 2 weeks, you can choose what membership is best for you. We have a couple things, but they range from $150 to $200. Okay? It's pretty simple. ApexInvesting.com/TradingPub. Okay? If you go there right now, you get complete free access. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in it because obviously nobody's going to give me any money if they get in there and try it out and it doesn't work, right? So you can get a month free for $7. All right, which means now again that you don't even have to do the $7 thing. The first 2 weeks, nothing, no payment, no credit card, nothing. If you want to continue at any time after that, you'll still have available the 2 weeks for $7. Okay. Yeah, all the education is free forever. We don't ever charge for education. You get a lifetime membership with Apex. We have a lot of tools in there that are free. We have all the education is free. So there's a ton of free stuff on the site. I get comments all the time like, I can't believe you give this away free. Try the Elite system 14 days for free. Take the courses over the weekend and start on Monday. demo trade it your first week, live trade it your second week, see if it pays for your membership. It ought to be able to do it in a day, if not a trade, if you're actually trading live money, say on futures or something. And then, you know, $7 for the next couple weeks. If it works from there, which I'm confident it will, but I can't make it a guarantee, but you can find out for yourself, okay? Then continue. Again, that's apexinvesting.com/TradingPub. We're also going to teach you, for those of you who want to know how to trade on Nadex, to do this. Now, I do want to let you know this free 2 weeks everything expires. I know some people are going to get the recording, you know, or maybe they had sound issues, or somebody missed it because, you know, work or this or that or family. So we're going to extend it out to Monday. That's the only reason I'm doing it, because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to take advantage of it. But that link won't work for this offer after 12 o'clock on Monday. There's really no reason to wait, because you want to start on the education this weekend, okay? And I actually made it to where it'll extend out. It's a little more than 2 weeks. It actually goes out until the, what is it? The 6th. So it'll actually work all the way until the 6th. So it's a little more than 2 weeks. So don't feel like you sign up now, you're losing like 2 days this week, because I made it where no matter what, if you sign up, anytime between now and Monday, it's going to go to the 6th. So you'll have all next week and all the week after, even if you sign up today. Okay? Dollars in cash. Okay? We're going to weigh $3,000 for first place, $1,500 for second place, like $500 for third, fourth, fifth, $250 for sixth through 10th, $100 for, I just keep it going. And this is a demo trading account. You got to sign up before September 25th. We've already had about 400 people sign up. More people are signing up. I don't know what the limit that we're going to be able to do. That they told me there's a limit. Nobody told me what the limit is. You know, whether that's a marketing thing or not, I have no idea. But there's no reason to wait. If you hop on over, the T book, one of my mentors, I do the radio stuff with him. He owns the network, and he's a trader. And we do a radio show together, actually tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern time. We have a radio show. You can watch it right inside of our website. But tfnn.com. Go there right now. Like, sign up for the Trading Pub, apexinvesting.com/Trading Pub. And I hate giving up 2 links. And then go to tfnn.com, okay? And you can register for this. So not only can you come in and learn everything we have and try it all out for free, but then you can also get into a free demo trading competition and win potentially $3,000. In addition, let's just say you're horrible, but you place demo trades every day. We're picking 5 people every day, and as long as they place at least 1 trade, okay? And Nadex is going to back pull it, and they're going to randomly draw 5 people. TFNN is going to draw 5 people randomly. We're going to give $100 to 5 people and a copy of Tommy's book every single day, okay, of the week. That's starting next week. But all the details are on that page at tfnn.com. And so sign up on that at tfnn.com. Again, right now, go to apexinvesting.com/tradingpub. Sign up, get full elite access for free, and nothing else, no other charges. And then what do you do once you get in? Okay, so if you filled it out right now, click on Apex Elite Room and Tools right here at the top. So this is when you get inside the website, this is what you're going to see. We have weekly webinars over here, but you're going to want to focus right here. Everything you need is right here, Apex Elite Rooms and Tools. When you click it, you'll see Quick Start, okay? There's a Quick Start section that's really helpful, and then we even got a step-by-step. This is like 3 webinars I did, sort of putting it all together, but I also have it step-by-step. Part of that is we teach you how to get NinjaTrader set up and how to get the data fees set up for free in there for you. So again, even if you're going to be trading on Nadex, or you're going to be trading on TradeStation or Thinkorswim or whatever it is you use, hop right in there, follow those steps, and it'll show you how to get all that stuff set up for free. It takes about 20, 30 minutes to set it up. It's really, really simple. And we show you how to open charts, and we have pre-built templates, everything. It's click, install, download, file new, open chart, choose template, done. Okay? And so you'll get all in that quick start section, you'll get all your tools that you need. Watch the Apex Elite MVP training course. There's a lot of stuff on our site, okay? There's tons of education. There's hundreds of hours of webinars and trainings. Don't get lost. Stay focused. Make the most of this, okay? If this is worth your time and you become a member, no matter what, this education is going to be free forever, okay? I'm trying to teach you how to use the system right now. So focus on the system. You can always come back and learn even more and more and more and more and more. Trading system, go through the course, knock it out this weekend, get in the elite room. Start demo trading along with the traders. They're calling out trades. They're putting them in there. And and after the trial, you can do other courses. You can do add-ons. But again, I recommend to begin with, focus on that. All right? Focus right there on the elite system. We have support staff online right now on our website. There's a live chat menu in the bottom right corner if you want to ask them questions. These are guys that are traders or they're programmers that help us. They're here to help you get everything installed right now, so you don't have to, try to figure it out over the next 6 months. I mean, just go through, watch the video. If you get stuck, we're there to help you. Okay? And then we also have a help desk. So right under the questions tab, if I go back up here, first link there, help desk. You click there, and we'll be checking that throughout the weekend. We'll have programmers throughout the weekend to get with you and help you if you need any help, if you get stuck on something. So I hate it when people give up because of technology. So we have several programmers that are there to help you and get on your computer, figure out what's wrong, and get it fixed for you, okay? So a little bit messed up there on the date, but basically, again, it expires. No reason to wait. And same thing, go to tfnn.com after you're done with that and sign up for the trading contest. There we go. And you'll be all hooked up. So not really a lot more than that. That's really what I got. Let's see, are there any questions I've missed? We got a few minutes here. Let's see if I missed anything. I think I got it. Yeah, Stalker Chick, you can get it set up for free too. Yeah, we have traders all over the world. We have traders in Uruguay, Russia. We have traders in Ukraine, Australia, Britain, Germany, Switzerland, Mexico, all over. Let's see here. I'm trying to see, is there anything else I missed? I think a lot of people are already answering questions. That's awesome. Hey, Rick, just hop on the chat and see if, and they'll let you know. Okay? So if you're like, am I new or am I existing? Just hop on the chat and the bottom right corner and say, can you look at my account and let me know if I'm qualified for the free trial, if I already had an Apex thing, or whatever. Okay? So if you're not sure, just ask. That's the biggest thing. You want to ask because otherwise it'll lock up if it sees 2 accounts. But just ask and they'll help you out. Yeah, the 2-week trial until Monday. It'll run actually, it's really a little longer than 2 weeks. The trial will not expire. If you sign up now, or if you sign up tomorrow, or Saturday, or Sunday, or Monday, the trial actually is going to go all the way until October 6th. Okay? So there's no reason to wait until Monday to sign up. If you sign up now, it's going to expire October 6th. If you sign up Monday, it's going to expire October 6th. So just go ahead and sign up right now. Yeah, we can search by your email address, whatever you think your username might be. So it's not hard to find your account. Just hop on and ask and say, hey, here's my email. I think I signed up. We'll help you out. Yeah, we're using CQG for the futures data, so it's awesome. And we're using FXCM for the forex data. We actually, basically, we're taking the market profile, we're tying it into deviation levels, expected volume, and price action. Because you really need all 3 of those to accurately look at a market. Sweet, dude. Thank you. Look forward to helping you out. And we're always adding new tools. So All right. Any last call? If I missed your question, I'm sorry. I try to get every question, but it looks like most of them are already answered. Is there anything left that I did not answer? We got like 2 minutes. I want to try to stay on schedule for y'all. Be respectful of your time. Alzheimer's, old timers, old timers disease. My daughter thinks I have that sometimes, I think. Is there an app for that? Not quite yet, but we're working on one. But right now it's built in. Contest sign-up page, tfnn.com. And then it's going to be a Nadex trading contest. If you're in the U.S. or Canada, you can participate in the Nadex trading contest.